Hey, everybody, and welcome to Science. As you can see, we're going to be using some slideshows to get us through force and motion, Newton's laws, when we look at science for this quarter. So, we're going to start with lesson one, and this is part one, which is first 7 slides of this slideshow. We'll finish it tomorrow. So, forces in motion. What is a force? Hopefully, you have an understanding of what a force is after watching Bill Nye. So, when I think of a force, I think of like me pushing on something. So, maybe I force a door open when I push on it, but it could also be a force of a pull. So, I could pull the door open. So, let's go into this and talk about what a force is. So, think which team do you think will win in this tug of war? Explain your thoughts in the box. So you're going to type your answer here. You're going to have to double click like we have been doing to get your cursor to go in there. Once you do that, you can start typing here. And I want you to think, why would you choose one side or the other? Is it the blue pants team or the red pants team? And once you choose, why did you choose that team? So, thinking about it, what's your reason? So maybe you said, I think the blue team's going to win. This is because, and what did you say? You probably said, because there's two people on the blue team and only one person on the red team. So the blue team has more force. They're going to pull harder. Let's go on and check out slide 3. If you need to pause me at any time, please do. Let's check your understanding. Question 1. Name one example of something that can move at the playground. So, like if you went to a playground and something that moves, think of something. Type it right here where it says type your answer here. What would move at the playground? Swings, merry-go-round. I don't even know the names of some of the spinny things that are there. Not just the merry-go-round, but there's some other things. I always think about when I was a kid, there was these things on the springs and you would go like this. Whoa. Whoa. Anyway, I don't spring thing. So what is that thing that's moving? And then you want to think like, what is motion then? So if we're talking about something that's moving, what is motion? So motion being what? What is motion? Motion is movement. Motion is something in movement. So an item or an object that is going from one place to another. This is motion. Motion is the act of moving. So when you think about motion, what kind of motion does your object have, like a swing? Well, it swings back and forth. That's the motion. Maybe a merry-go-round. It doesn't move anywhere, but it still has motion. It's spinning, right? So let's go on and talk about what is a force. You'll notice that each of these pages has like a play button so you can listen to it. But you also have me here that I'm going to be reading with you. So there you go. What is a force? Or when you are playing in the playground, what types of things can move? The swings go back and forth. Oh, look at that. We just said that. The seesaw goes up and down. I didn't even think of a seesaw. There are many ways things move at the playground. Everything we just described is a type of motion. Motion is movement from one place to another. Items in the world move a lot. When you and I when you and a friend sit on a seesaw, one seat goes up while the other seat goes down. They change their position. The position is where you are. If you change your position, then you're in motion. To create motion, you need a force. A force is a push or a pull. We can't see a force, but we can see the effects of it. To make the seesaw go up, you need to push the ground with your legs. So you have to push down to make the seesaw go up. To open the door of your classroom, you need to pull the door to make it move. We can also do these actions quickly or slowly. There are different speeds of motion. Speed is how fast something is moving. You can sit on the swings and move back and forth slowly, or if you like a bit of excitement, you can whiz back and forth at super speed and then jump off and fly through the air. I used to do that, and then I became an adult and I felt too big and heavy. I always worry about my ankles and my knees now because I'm an old man. I used to love jumping from the swings. Forces can also make you change the shape of an object. If you pull back on the string of a bow and arrow, you change the shape of the string. If you push down on a plastic bottle, it crushes. So, to answer our question, what is a force? A force is a push or a pull that can cause an object to move or stop, move faster or slow down, or change shape. Now, there's a word there that says move faster, and it says accelerate. To accelerate means to go faster. So, next time you're in the car and your family is driving, when they start at the green light, you can say, "Wow, I just noticed you accelerate," meaning move faster. And the opposite of that is actually decelerate. And to decelerate means to go slower. And the last slide that we're going to do today is to type an answer for questions 3 through 5. Question 3, what is a force? Well, come on back. What is a force? And I believe, there it is. Slide 2, a force is a push or a pull. A push or a pull. So make sure you write it just like that. A force is a push or a pull. What can a force do? So a force can put an object into motion. So a force can put an object into motion. Now I want you to name one thing that can move in a classroom. So pick anything in a classroom, and with a force, what thing in the classroom could move? Now I need you to explain, if it is moving, how is it moving? So I'll give you an example. I can move the marker on the board with a push. I can push the marker across the board, which puts it in motion. That's something that can move because I put a force on it. So can you think of something else that you can put a force on, whether it be a push or a pull to move it? Can you describe it? What is the item and how will it move? Who's moving it? Is it you? Is it me? Is it somebody else? All right. Once you finish typing that, click turn in. You're done with your science for today. Palm it.